What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle for the next episode of The Long Dark. We are doing the Whiteout challenge here today. It has been a long walk. I decided I was going to try and make this all happen in one day, and it might have been a mistake. I may have pushed our character a little bit too far, but for the sake of brevity, just know that I've mostly walked us back home here. We're looking a little tired. We've definitely looked as though we were better stocked up on, I was going to say, at a certain point, our sprint's going to run out here because we're actually drained at the moment. If I was smart, I would have made coffee. I picked up all the water that was at our old location. You know that cave that we stocked up a little bit earlier on in the series? Picked up all the water that was out there. Ah, shit. Got a wolf. May have to get dealt with. I mean, he is directly in the way of where we're trying to go, and I think that's the one that was running around in the hills over there, too. That was messing with us previously, that like bit us up. It's time for us to ride. We got to teach this dude a lesson. We have all kinds of vendetta with this dude. We got to get some Rwenge on this dude. We got to get up in here and just click clack bang, click clack bow, lay him down in the road right there now. He should realize we're here in just a minute. Yeah, there he is. And down he goes. No more wolf. Unfortunately, I don't have time to stockpile the food. We'll come back and get it tomorrow. We'll come back and get it tomorrow. And that'll actually help us probably square away. There's a pretty good chance that that'll help us square away our food deficit that we're looking for right now over and at the garage. I wasn't sure if I wanted to bring it back right now, but if something interesting happens, like us fighting a wolf or whatever, I normally like to... Oh, shit, there's so many of them. Oh, my God. What the hell? Why are there so many wolves out here? Good God. Maybe it gets more difficult as you get closer to the objective, possibly. Like they start running interference on you, because I noticed the bear was out, too, when I was crossing the lake. The bear was out, wolves were out. It was just all kinds of a mess up in this bitch. It's ugly, and I don't have enough bullets to deal with all of them. That's the really, really scary part, is that I have, like, one bullet left. I can't sit here and unleash the blakara on all of those enemies, because we've got our objective accomplished right now, and to me, that says that the big goal should be trying to finish off this series, which hopefully we'll be able to do in this episode right here. That's what I'm hoping for. And if we pull it off, I feel like we'll have done it in a reasonably small amount of time. Like, I think we did this in like 10 or 11 episodes. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. That means, like, we beat this challenge in 4 to 5 hours. It's not speedrun speed, but, I mean, it's good enough. It'll do, pig, you know? Now, when I unload the gun, please don't fall through the floor. All right, cool. Fantastic. I'm always a little worried about falling through floors. I am going to take the gun, and for now, we're just going to drop it. Because I want to see if that just accomplishes what we have going on. Oh, good. It does. Fantastic. Well, even better. We're going to need some reclaimed wood. We're going to need some softwood, some hardwood. But that kind of stuff should not be that difficult to accomplish, in my opinion. I think we should be able to bang that out really, really easy. And I'm curious to see where we've landed with regards to our stockpile. I would love to be at a point where I can basically just eat what I... Oh, yeah, I found a salmon on the ground. And it's a biggin. It's a biggin, although he is losing a bit of his... I think I just put something in there that I didn't want to put in there. Yeah, I think I just put... Well, something went in there, and I don't want it to be in there. So we'll transfer that. That gives us 30 kilograms. How are we doing so far? We're up to 9 days worth of food. Potable water is getting closer. I'm going to start using these drawers to store up food, too. I'm probably going to use that salmon before anything else, just as a food stuff. We've got a ton, just a veritable ton of lantern fuel, so that can all go in here, too, just to save us a little bit of weight. We've got ourselves getting back towards where we... Oh, I don't want that to actually go in there. You know what? It doesn't matter. I can be an anus about organizing all of this shit, or I can just not care. And this is one of those times where I'm going to say, yeah, I just don't care. Okay. So that puts us much, much closer to the objective. Is that everything? And with the salmon, where does that put us? With the salmon in there, that puts us at 12 days worth of food. Actually, we're not done. I thought that I brought back enough food to where we were going to be finished with this thing, but stockpiling food is actually quite a bit more challenging than I thought it was going to be. All right. Well, let me get my hatchet back. We got a little bit of work to do here. My character is tired, but my concern There's actually not a lot of wood stuff in here. There's lots and lots of wood stuff in the other houses, though.
Too tired to think straight.
Break that shit. I don't care if we lose status. That's 6 reclaimed wood that we didn't have previously, and I gotta light it up because I gotta cook this salmon, like, right now. Otherwise, it's gonna go bad, and rotted food does not help me at all. 75 with accelerant. Yikes. With a fire strike, we got 90, though. Let's try that out. Good stuff. Getting better at stuff every single day. I'm going to add all of that fuel, as we also have a water issue. So I got to work on water, too. We are exhausted, but luckily exhaustion is not so much of a challenge by comparison to some of the other stuff we have going on. I will cook the coffee right now, too. I think that's a really, really good plan. Looks like we got a little bit of lantern oil from that fish as well, so that's good. Yeah, just keep making coffee. As much coffee as you can conjure here. If we could have 5 or 6 cups of coffee to get ourselves unexhausted when the time comes, I would very much like to have that as a backup plan. Well, shnikes. That means we're going to have to go in the other direction to gather up even more food, and I don't like that for 1 second. I don't like that for one tiny bit. I was hoping we would win today. I like winning. Winning means a lot to me. I was raised in kind of a family where the general feeling was like, if you don't want to win, then why the hell are you playing? Like, that tended to be the way my family viewed stuff, and it's kind of imbued me with this very, very competitive spirit where I always like to win, and I always like to play as hard as I can, you know what I mean? I don't know what the hell that was, but I'm not going to question it, but it sounded kind of terrifying. I definitely don't need those. Those can all just get the hell out of my inventory right now. The balaclava mask. How much cloth am I sitting on right now? I do want to fix the balaclava mask. That sounds dope. We'll get our salmon eaten so that at least we have some calories in our stomach for tomorrow. We are going to go harvest that wolf before we go much further. We're out of water. Officially out of water. So that would lead me to believe that maybe I should boil off a little bit right now. We should have enough time for like 1 to 2 liters, I think. Just something to get us taken care of for tomorrow. I'm going to try and boil another one. And that should put us pretty close to the edge as far as our time allotment goes. But 2 liters, actually, that worked out almost perfectly because 2 liters is enough to where we can keep ourselves stacked for tomorrow and kind of run around shooting wolves and harvesting food off them. I do think... Ooh, I can't shoot the wolves, though. I don't have any bullets. Well, I suppose we'll worry about that on the morrow. Ooh, silence at the Nerd Castle. That doesn't happen very often. Because I'm a talker. I'm a talker. Granddad tried real hard to make me a listener, but I ended up being a talker. Some people are just naturally predisposed. No, I don't talk much in real life. Hardly at all, actually. Most people say that I'm quiet. Like, the general feeling I get from a lot of people is like, oh, I thought you hated me. And I was like, why would you think that? And they're like, oh, because you never talk. Like, you just, like, sit there. And, like, I just thought you didn't like me. And I was like, no, I don't care, man. It's chill. I just don't talk to people. Like, I just hang out. I don't hate anybody. We are hungry right now. How hungry are we? Pretty damn hungry. Alright. I really hate doing this. Sincerely. I really, really hate doing this. But, here we go. It's time for us to get a little bit of milk into our system. Mutter's milk. Give you all the nutrients and calories you need to get through the day. We'll be replacing this in just a minute with wolf meat anyways. So it should be alright. I think we should be able to get a decent amount of wolf chow out of that doggy we left out in the field. Let's make our way out there and have a look. Man, we're moving spiffy fast right now. I've got 1 bullet left, so this is going to have to be a hell of a shot if we go across a wolf. And honestly, I've got nerves. I choke a lot. I choke a little bit. And it's not just because I never quite mastered the whole breathing thing. It's -8 right now. Alright, let's do this quickly. Oh, there's so many of them out here. Might be able to run them off with a flare, possibly. Wow, we're so much quicker when we're not overburdened. You kind of forget, because you get used to moving slowly. And then you get up and out of that situation, all of a sudden you're speedy again. You're like, yeah, buddy. Give me some sticks. I am going to pick up sticks while I'm out here, because I think we're a little bit low on that objective, right? Yeah, we need 15 more. So we might as well be hitting these objectives while we're out in the field. Luckily, we are in a very, very stick-friendly location. It's not stick-neutral. That's probably not 15, but it gets us a little bit closer, and I'll pick up whatever I see while I'm out here. So that wolf right there is basically guarding his comrade. Little bit more of that stickage so that, oh man, there's a throwback so that we're not stick wanting. Man, that's a throwback right there. That's a big time throwback. That's one of my first series. That was one of the first jokes I ever made on the internet. Stick wanting. My hope is that I can make this clutch shot right here and get 2 wolves. Worst case scenario is I just face tank the little bastards. There we go. Alright, so now that he's on us. Got him. Okay, so that's all of our rounds. So with the wolf carcass, let's get the meat. Shit. You don't want to do this, bud. You ain't want to do this. There we go. That's how you defeat a wolf right there. You swear at him. That's the big secret. You gotta swear at him. If you don't call him a son of a bitch, how will he know he's a son of a bitch? Oh, he's coming back for round 2. Oh, I'm way down. Shit on me. Shit on my booty. Come on. Oh, he wants it. He wants it bad. Well, maybe don't pop that off just yet. Maybe break line of sight and see what happens. Weave through some of the more complicated terrain. The AI doesn't like to cross this kind of stuff, so it might work. Gather some extra sticks while I'm over here, because I'm going to need to make a fire to cook all this meat, unless it counts. If it counts when I just put it in the inventory as having been cooked, then that'll work out perfectly fine, because that's another... I can barely walk with this much gear. We picked up 9 kilograms of meat, so that's going to put us at about 7,200 calories, because it's 800 per kilogram. This dude is tenacious. Can I sprint again yet? Come on, we're almost there. Oh, dude, sprint ain't back up. I think it's got to be a weight thing. We're just too heavy right now. There's still a few places on this map we haven't hit, like the ranger station and whatnot. We may be able to pick up the deficit on food and bullets there. But I can't fire any more rounds, so I just got to get chewed on from here on in. This is the fun part of the challenge, where I'm not allowed to use my resources anymore. And in fact, to remove the temptation, I'll probably just leave the gun here because it's dead weight if I can't use it anyways. So with the meat, we're sitting on a pretty good stock of wolf meat there. How much can this hold? Not too much more, but this one can. Give me my food. And is that an objective we can consider to be done? Oh, it's so close. It's so close. We've almost got it there. All right. Well, in the case of sticks, let's just lay those out here because we're carrying around like 30 pounds of sticks right now. So that'll free us up a little bit of weight. I am going to drop the rifle in here just so I've got a little bit of room to work with. But I'll drop the rifle right there because that's a huge chunk of weight gone. Got a little bit of water left. Probably going to need some food pretty soon. God, we're so close. Fishing would be the way that I would hit this up personally, but we haven't found a whole lot of string yet. So fishing's not going to be real consistent, unfortunately. If we could find some more string, I think we'd be in better shape, but let me drink some coffee, get myself squared away on energy for a minute. There we go, give ourselves a little coffee bonus. A little bit of a caffeine high to help out. Alright then. Weight is alright. Use that flare right there. Dropped the gun because I'm not going to need the lantern fuel either, so we'll drop that too. Whew, crowbar we'll probably need, so I'll hold on to that. Knife and a hatchet are always a pretty good plan. Does that harvest a leather? That harvests a leather. All right, drop it. I want our inventory to be real light for right now as we go back out into the great white unknown. I was going to say, I was hoping he's still not out here. There is a bear off in this direction that really concerns me. Most of the objectives are done. Potable water is easy enough because that's just a function of how much wood can I stockpile and how much can I boil off like in the final 5 minutes of gameplay. I'll pick up sticks and whatnot that I can burn just as a fuel source. Although, frankly, I can chop down the furniture and houses too, so that's not really a concern either. Never mind then. I'm focusing on things I shouldn't be focusing on. We should be getting hardwood, though, whenever we can. Like these branches over here, this would be a really smart thing to get after. And so mentally, I'm just going to note that there are a whole bunch of hardwood, like limbs over here that I can make use of in order to get myself taken care of. Nothing over here. All right. I'll worry a little bit further about acquiring things that I need once we're a little bit closer to the finish line. So left and right, we've got a little lumberjacking portable over here. This is like when I went to high school, half the buildings were these portables right here. How sad is that? Just like rows and rows and rows of portables because they won't build a school because apparently education isn't important. Nobody ever benefited from that. Nobody ever got real life world skills from that. It's just like, come on, man. They'll spend a whole bunch of money on hella dumb shit. Like a 50th park in the rich neighborhood that they don't even need. But no, forget about it. Just don't help the school out at all. It's all fine. Well, it kind of depends because, like, if your high school does really well in sports, you get a lot more funding. So, like, the high school that was always going to nationals and shit, they had everything they ever needed because they have sports. Yeah, dog food. Perfect. That's what I'm looking for. Orange soda. Even better. Even better. That bedroll right there, I could chop that up and get some cloth. Nah, we'll leave it alone for right now. Can opener. Not really what I was hoping for in here. I was hoping there'd be like a little food trove in here. Doesn't look like we're going to luck out that way, though. Don't need antiseptic. We got old man's beard wrappings. Ooh. Little rough. Okay. It's all right. We'll bounce back. It'll be good. I do need that flare, though. I'll take that flare in a second because we have major wolf problems. These wolves are getting promoted at far too rapid of a rate. Pretty soon they'll be Colonel Wolves. Then we'll have a Colonel Wolf problem. What is this way? I don't know that I've ever... What the shit? There's a rope right there. What? What? That's not a thing. Oh, wow. That kills off your stamina with a passion. I think I'm going to need better stamina before we go after that objective. I'm not even sure we can make it to the top of the full stamina bar. That's a tiny bit horrifying. Was there anything over here that, like, looked useful? I don't see any buildings or anything, but there might be, like, a mountaineering cache or something over here. Basically, I just want to explore the rest of the map today and see if we maybe come out lucky. Still a tad more winded than I'd like to. Shit. Dear, I would shoot you, except that I can't afford to do so. That might be a backpack or something in the snow over here. At the minimum, we'll have reishi mushrooms. He was gasping for air. Yeah, go ahead and give me them mushrooms. We can turn that into, I mean, they're 100 calories a piece. I see no sense in leaving free food behind. They require a little bit more love and care with that fire than I'd care to give, but, you know. That's the way she goes, Rick. Now, at this point, I'd be careful and look around over here. Sometimes there's mountaineering caches or survivalist caches in these little areas. Just kind of these dead ends that you find at the back end of the map. Just something to like keep in mind while you're playing is that you can come across useful resources and random locations. I really want to climb that rope. There we go. Get a cold cuppa in. I'll probably eat this dog food too because it's not going to swing us over into the realm of winning, so we might as well keep ourselves slaked. Oh, really? Dog food's only 500. I thought dog food was more than that. Learning hard lessons today. Is that all that I had, really? I thought I picked up more food than that. I should probably save my energy. We're about to climb a mountain and see what happens. It's probably going to take me to a different zone, and then I'll be all unprepared and looking all stupid. That's what I bet's going to happen. I'm going to, like, cut up to the top of the mountain. There's going to be 10 wolves sitting there, and I'm not going to have a gun. And they're just going to be like, hey, what's cracking? I'm like, oh, no. Soon to be my bones. Soon to be my bones. I know it. I know it. I know it. I know it. Is it possible just to drink a shit ton of coffee and get, like, all of your energy bar back? 'Cause that's kind of what I want to do. Do deer pant like a dog does when they get hot? This is one of those questions that I'm curious about. I don't know enough about deer. Like, I know they like to piss and shit everywhere because it's what they do. Climbing's rough. I could see climbing being a pretty solid source of stamina drain in real life. I climbed quite a bit, and honestly, it's pretty amazing how awful you feel after a day of climbing. Like the sheer volume of pain that one set of arms and legs can feel. Well, at least they had it anchored intelligently. So that's a nice one. I'm going to feel hella stupid. Beyond the pale stupid if I came all the way up here and there's nothing here that I even want. Dude, we are super tired right now. Guzzle coffee! That'll fix it. Nice. Although I think there might be some kind of detriment for, like, caffeinating, like overloading on caffeine. I think something bad might happen. Given my over-reliance, it's going to turn into Shadowrun where you end up with, like, caffeine addiction. Oh, shit, no, that is not what I wanted. I was just looking because I wasn't sure. I was just looking. I don't know what's going to happen with all this up here, but I suppose we'll have to find out in the next episode. I thought we had the win today, everybody. Thought we had the win today, but I was wrong. I was oh so very wrong. I will see you all in future episodes of The Long Dark. Thank you for stopping on in. It's always a blast to hang out with my buddies here on the internet and play some video games. I hope you've enjoyed the series so far. I'm enjoying it tremendously. This game is hugely relaxing for me, and so I'm glad to be able to share it with you. It's easily one of the best indie games ever made. So this, Neo Scavenger, I mean Bastion, there are several I can think of that are like the best indie games ever made. And so thanks for stopping on in. I will see you all later.